Alright, so we got the cash from the big laundromat sorted out here. And it's not faced yet, but we'll start going through here. I'll face these right quick. And then we'll go through and... Man, it's like every other one today. Okay, we'll go through and see if we got any fancy serial numbers. Start with the 20s and the 10s and the 5s, and then we got two big old stacks of 1s to go through. So, see what we got. Alright. Nothing there, although it does have some kind of weird stamp on it. Let's see, looking for binaries, trinaries, birthday notes, star notes for lookup. So that's almost a birthday note. You got 1996 and then 780. I wouldn't pull that as a birthday note, but I know some people would. Here we go, 71414047. So got a 0 in there, almost a trinary. Have to be a pretty good one for me to keep it as a 20. Oh, look at this. So this is a, oh no, I guess not. I was gonna say 2027 is coming up, but then you got 1522, so not really a birthday note there. Although I would keep a birthday note that's for a future date. Could be somebody's anniversary date or wedding date coming up. You never know, people plan these things in advance. So. Alright, so looks like nothing in the 20s. We'll move on to the 10s. Face these guys real quick. Alright, here we go. Let's kick it off here. So this is the money from the 3 change machines at my big laundromat. This is unsorted. Oh man, look at that. We almost had... Oh, okay. It's off just a little bit, but I was looking at that and I was like, oh man, that's almost a radar note. Somebody's had something stapled to this one before. They're still stapling it. Alright, nothing in the 10s. That's to be expected. There's so few of them that we get, the 10s and the 20s, in comparison to the 1s. We're much more likely to find something in the 1s, but you never know, so you don't know if you don't go, so we always look before we take these into the bank. And then anything that looks good, we'll put up. You know, we sell stuff all the time, so sold a trinary note this morning. I'll put a link down below to my account where you can purchase those things if you were interested, or just interested in looking at some of the notes that we found. You can see, oh man, it's getting away from me here. Alright, so that's faced up. Let's do some 5s. So always looking for anything that stands out at me, really, is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for birth dates. I'm looking for trinaries, which is just 3 numbers. Binaries, which would be 2 numbers, which would be amazing to find. Ooh, look at this. 614144646. So 6, 1, 4. Those are 3 numbers in there. This is a trinary note. It's a pretty good one, actually. So I'll probably set this aside, and well, you never know. We'll see what kind of success we get out of it. A lot of times larger notes like 5s, 10s, 20s don't have as much success with, just because if you're going to put that in your collection, you're going to have whatever you pay for it plus $5 wrapped up in it. Where with a $1 bill, you can pick that up fairly cheap, you know, around $10, and then look at that, 74082847. Almost had us a radar there. Just a few numbers in the middle out of place. But so if you think about it like a $1 bill, you pick that up for 10 bucks, and then you know, you've got $10 into a nice note. This one, pick it up for $10, and I've made $5 on that, but you've also still got a $5 wrapped up in your collection, you know, sitting on a shelf or on display, whatever it may be. I like zeros. If you see something, say something in the comments before I get this stuff to the bank. You never know, I might miss something, and then you guys see it. 21, 2. Too many zeros in there to be a birthday note, but it was close. Same thing again. That one is weirdly dark. See the ink on this one in comparison to that one. This one almost has black ink. I'm going to set this $5 bill aside because I don't know if you can see it. The ink is extremely dark on this 5 in comparison to the ones behind it. I don't know that it's coming through on the camera well, but the ink up here is almost black on that serial number, and it's green on these other ones. This is the first time I've seen that. Anything that pops out to me, I like to set it aside and at least research it and see if it's something worth saving. Okay, all right, that's the last of the 5s. Get that stuff there out of the way. Okay, now on to the 1s. So these are sorted, but they're not faced all the same way, and so I'll go through here real quick, and we'll every other one is a different direction. That's the way it goes, man. People put them in, my machines take them frontwards, backwards, upside down, frontwards, upside down, backwards, all 4 directions. So for the most part, I've already turned these over when I sorted them out, and so we just gotta worry about them facing up now. All right, let's see what we got. Big old stack of 1s there, faced up. Stick with me for a second. I'll go ahead and get this stack here going too. Get us a good long look at these. Ooh, look at that one. That one's different. All right, here we go. Almost there. Alright, that's the last of that. Okay, there it is. Let's see. 917593. Nope. This is the one that caught my eye earlier. Lots of 6s and 9s and 0s. Got that 5 in there. Pesky 5. Right. 1928, but again we got 5693. That's not a month and a day, so ooh, 6226, 4226. Oh man. 622. I'm gonna pull this one out. It's got a little gas pump digit right there. You can see that 6 is a lot higher. See down there, they're kind of even, but it's almost perfect radar. If that was a 6 or a 4 in the middle there, you'd have a good radar note. But I still think it's good enough to list just as a trinary with that turnkey digit. That last one there is up just a little bit higher. You can see it. Let me see if I can line it up here. That 6 is just higher than the 2. I don't know if you could tell that or not from the camera. So we'll pull that one out, and that one will get listed. Probably get $8 to $10 for something like that, maybe a little bit more. 1966. Okay, so here's a birthday note. We've got 1210 or 1012 1966. Boy, that's a nice one. Anybody got a birthday 1012 1966 or 1210 1966? Or know somebody who does? I got a birthday note for you. Oh my goodness, and here's another one. 16 or 61 1976. That is amazing. Okay. Let's keep going, see what else we got here. Two in a row. Let's keep the streak alive. Birthday notes usually get around $15 for. If it's those there are a little more modern, 76 especially, I may list those for a little bit more. If it was 80s, 90s, 2000s, I definitely would list it for more. Just because a few more people might be looking for those ones, you know, younger population looking. Missed flipping one. 5397. 5397. Nope, not a trinary. Sometimes it's hard for me when I'm looking at these things to get my mind wrapped around the numbers, and so I like to count it out and then I'm never wrong. Also looking for this seal to be way off. The seal's always in a different spot, but you know, shifted up a little, left a little, something like that. This has got some tape on it. But if it were way off to one side, that's something I would be keeping an eye out for. Really, anything that catches my eye, I'm gonna pull out and take a look at. Lots of 4s and 0s, but you got a 2 and a 7. If it was one or the other, you'd have a good trinary note there. Pausing on some of these sometimes because they catch my eye, and so I'm looking for what about that note looks different. Like that $5 bill definitely has black ink. That's interesting. I have to take a look at that. I don't even know what that would or could be worth, you know. Oh, you got 4879 784. So 4879 784, and then that 0 at the end. So nearly a perfect radar. If it wasn't for that 0, you would have a radar note. I'm going to pull this one out because I think it's probably still got some value, even though it is in rougher condition. I would say somewhere between $5 and $10 is what that would go for. 487978440, and then you got over inking on that 7. So I'm going to set that one aside. See where it comes of it. Oh man, I thought we had another one. 1927, and you got 8125. We'll just skip over that 666 there. Four 7-2, nope. One, two, three, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, not there. Almost had a 12-2 1965. Just out of order. Seven 5, 7 6, 7 9, 7 4. It's interesting, but no. Ah, 2006, but 6408. Weird turnkey right in the middle. I've never seen. Man, I wish you guys could see what I see here. I can't make it focus, but that 066, the first 06, 2006, right there in the middle, is actually turned up from the others. That's interesting. I've never seen a turnkey in the middle of a note. I've only ever seen a gas pump turnkey digit. Is it just me? Is it just me imagining that? I don't think it is. No, it's definitely higher. I'm going to set that one aside. That's interesting. No trinaries yet today, unless I've missed them, which could definitely happen. Alright, so here's where we're at so far. So we've got this interesting, focus. We've got this interesting gas pump digits right here in the middle. It's not on these bottom ones, just on this top serial number up here. And then this almost perfect radar note. We've got 1-6 or 6-1 1976, 12-10 or 10-12 1966. Oh, I guess we did find this trinary. Dropped that. Just 624 trinary, and then this weird $5 bill with black ink. What does that mean, anybody? I know that you can't hardly tell it on this camera, I think, but this thing has black ink. And then we had a $5 trinary. Okay, we still got a whole stack of ones here to go through. And so I'll face these up real quick and then we'll get going. See about, maybe we'll find some star notes. You never really know. This stuff comes in every week, and then I go through it, take it to the bank, and then people bring new cash. So every week I get a new influx of bills to look through. Thousands of dollars worth of circulated, well-circulated bills I see every week, and you just never know what somebody's going to put into the change machine or the soda machine, snack machine. You just never know. Let's see, a whole bunch this way. All right, that's half of it sorted there. Let's do this half and then we'll get going. There's a lot more. If you've watched any of my other videos, you can see the sorts at my little laundromat, and man, this place here has a lot more ones to go through. So there's much more chance of us finding something here than out there, but we found some good stuff out there too, because it's not all about the location where you're at, man. It's everywhere. These good serial numbers, people are interested in them, and you can find them. I encourage you to take all the money out of your wallet, you know, any cash you got laying around, and go through it, because you never know. You may be sitting on a bill that's worth, you know, $5, $10, $100, $500. They're everywhere, so you should definitely check. I check anytime I get change back at a gas station, grocery store, restaurant. Always go through it, and I found some pretty good stuff doing that. Got some crisp ones here. Sticking together on me. Ooh, look at that. That's a nice trinary. 157. Oh no, look. 0629. There's another one. I actually find a lot of trinaries, and have a lot of success with those. And so most trinary notes, depending on the quality of the trinary, you know, if it's just one digit away from being a binary, or that's a star note there. We'll have to look that one up on star note lookup. You know, just depending on the quality of the trinary, it could be worth more, but most of them, in my opinion, are worth $8 to $10. $1954, but we've got 104 and then a 3 at the end. I don't think I can get a date out of that. A good radar note, a note that's perfectly the same forward and backwards, could be worth anywhere from, I would say, $50 to $100. Of course, they, there's a range, and they go through 1047, almost. But I mean, you can look on eBay and see what other people are getting for them, and then again, depending on how nice it is, how clean it is, could determine how much money it's worth. So we got 23043. Nope, nothing there. 1711. No, that date might be significant for somebody, but not for me. 128, 129. So not quite. One more stack here. That 9 or that 2, I guess you could blame either one. Got us on that one. We'll blame the 9. That one had me for a second. Five 13009. No. $19.98, $11.45. Maybe it's not as common as I think. I feel like there's another gas pump digit right in the middle. I'm going to pull this one out also. I've never noticed this before. Maybe it's just me noticing stuff for the first time here. Maybe it's not. They're so close. I've never known there to be one in the middle. I'll pull it out and we'll see. It could be more common than I know, I've just not noticed it. Almost. Okay, so here is a gas pump digit, turnkey digit. Right here at the end, you can see that 88 is raised up. I wouldn't pull this out. I see this all the time, and I've never had much success. You can kind of see if I line it up right there with the edge of the video. That 88 is a lot higher. It's not on the bottom one. It's lined up correctly. I've never had much success with these notes. Some people do, but I wouldn't save this like I am with those ones that have the middle digits higher. I've never had much success with them. I know some people do, but I haven't. So I don't save those. They're fairly common, actually, out there in the world. All right, so let's do a quick recap. We've got this one that has that turnkey right there in the middle with the 8. One star note. A 0629. Why did I save this one? Is that the one? Let me see here. Okay, so, oh, okay. So I saved this one thinking it was a trinary. And as you can see, it got me. 0629. Yeah. Put that one back over there in the pile. But this is a good trinary. 157. 614 trinary $5 bill. This one with the black ink, that's super cool. A good 624 trinary note, and it's almost radar. Look at that thing. And then a couple of birthday notes here: 12/10/1966, 1/6/1976. Here is a near perfect radar. Got that 0 at the end, got us. And then this one is the 2006. That 06 right there is actually raised up right in the middle. I don't know if you can catch that or not. And then here's our star note we got. It is a, let's see if I can make it zoom, 2017 A G10033626 star. Look that up and see if it's a good one. You know, might be a rare one. Thanks for watching.